MA Fine Art course here at Canterbury operates around the idea of an individual project of research. So when they join us at the beginning of the academic year, the programme is really separated into 3 stages. So in the first stage of the course, we're asking them to identify kind of key thematic interests, key material interests that they have, to develop their understanding of the cultural and critical context that those sets of interests operate in relation to, and begin to articulate an area of inquiry. So as you move into the second stage of the course, you've already made this statement about the area of inquiry that you're exploring, and so you start to rigorously deepen your sense of understanding of that area through the making of work. So as they then move into the final stage of the course, they've really begun to rigorously explore that area that they've identified in terms of their material studio practice, and start to refine that as a body of research for exhibition and for final dissemination. And we put on this kind of wonderful show at the end of the year, in which we take over the whole building here at Canterbury. Kind of amazing culmination of all this research from all the students. Are often really ambitious projects, and it's often commented on by a number of our regional connections and our external examiners that it's the real showcase of the student activity. So the benefits of studying fine art are different for different people. We have a number of applicants to our course who come from differing backgrounds in relation to their practice. We have a range of international students that come to us from differing educational backgrounds. For us, it's really, really important to embed within the individual research of a student the notion of community. When you join us, you become part of the community of the student body, you become part of the community within the whole campus here at Canterbury, but also within the region. And a lot of what we do operates in relation to a number of emerging and very established arts organisations in this area of the UK. And our students are right at the heart of that. Our graduates go on to work for those organisations, often to set up some of those organisations, and then they feed back into the experience that our students have as well. And so you get a real sense of being at what one might call a kind of more traditional old school art school, and it really gives a flavour to the kind of atmosphere and intention students have in relation to their own practice. And so the crossovers one gets with our architecture students here at Canterbury or our graphic design and illustration students here at Canterbury is absolutely key to understanding your practice in the broader fields of creative art and design. So our MA Fine Art programme really enables a deepening of one's practice. We often use the term research to think about the shifting context from a BA to an MA, where one's really identifying areas of inquiry and rigorously exploring those. So there's a kind of strengthening of the theoretical and contextual understanding of the relationships within one's practice, but also a refinement of the material resolution and relationships that are inherent in any given artistic practice. Our MA Fine Art course is very firmly established in the region in terms of its relationships to creative arts organisations. So we have strong partnerships with organisations like Stour Valley Creative Partnership, Dover Arts Development, Strange Cargo, the Creative Foundation, the Whitstable Biennial, the Folkestone Triennial, and these give really firm, solid opportunities for our students to develop their professional practice. And it's a real strength of the course and something our students often talk about when leaving in terms of setting them up ready to engage as fine art practitioners in contexts beyond the university. There's no such thing as a typical MA Fine Art student. Thank goodness, because it provides us with a diversity of voices, diversity of practices, and the real richness of an experience within a fine art school is one of sharing one's individual passions, one's individual areas of interest with others, and using that as a soundboard to really kind of position and understand more clearly what it is that makes your voice your voice.